All right. Welcome, race fans, here to eNascar Outlaw League as they get ready to take on the final race of this week here at Chicagoland Speedway here in the Gen 6 cars. This is going to be the first time up here in the booth. Here with me is going to be Zach Hall, but this is also going to be the first time we've ever actually called a race here in the Gen 6 with the NASCAR Outlaw League. As everybody knows, we do the ARCA series and we also do their truck series. So thank you to the league for letting us be a part of the Cup series here at eNascar Outlaw League. But all right, well, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here as we're going to bring up Zach Hall here in the booth. And how you doing, Zach?
Oh, doing good, Robert. Glad to be here tonight at Chicagoland Speedway to see some great Cup Series racing action here at this amazing track.
Well, that's going to be my next question to you. What are we going to be looking at here, man? Because I haven't been on the Cup side of things in a while out here at Chicago, so I really don't know what to expect.
Well, it's actually pretty interesting. I actually ran a hosted race here, I'd say, about a week ago. So,
okay.
Got some kind of a little bit of experience in it. Did get to be green flag laps in that hosted race, but yes, I don't really know what the long run will bring. But I do know that the first, really, I'd say first 5, 6, 7 laps of this run will be wide open. So you're going to see a lot of pack racing at the beginning. And then from there, I believe it'll spread out, and we'll see what these cars do balance-wise. You know, the Cup cars are kind of interesting lately. It's either they swing a little bit free or they swing really tight. So we'll have to see what happens there tonight. I imagine they'll probably swing a little bit tight here at Chicagoland. But I'm hoping for maybe a little bit of freer experience for these guys so they can have some good turn and have some great racing here. But, man, I'm excited because this is one of my favorite mile and a halves. It's got some of the most character. I'd compare it to almost like Atlanta with the way the character is at this track with the, the abrasive surface.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right. But, this track is not as abrasive on the tires as Atlanta is. It's more forgiving, I would assume.
Yes.
No?
Yes and no.
Oh.
This place can eat a tire up. It definitely can. It's one of the older surfaces. But I wouldn't say it's Atlanta type wear, but you're definitely going to see high wear here, especially due to the high loads and the high speeds they're carrying at this racetrack. So it's going to be very interesting. Probably most of that wear is going to come in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is a little bit more of a sharper corner, I would say, and a little bit harder to keep it on the bottom as 1 and 2 is a little bit more of, I'd say, a wider, more opening corner. So you can really take that wide entry and get to that bottom, and then the exit just continues to open up as even the back straightaway, not straight here. It's actually got a little curve in it, so it's a little bit fairer to you on that exit off of 2.
All right. Our sorry, I do apologize. Our yesterday's winner, Knoxer in the 45, he won in the trucks. So right now he's sitting up here in P2 right now. Charles Teed, we all know who Charles is, man, 3rd. Wow. Nice lap for him.
Definitely agree there. And Robert Ravel right now on the top of the board with a 29.93. So you're seeing as you can see, the times from practice, as the fastest time in practice we had was a 29.76. Now you're seeing guys run 29.9s to 30 flats, and that's draft. These cars are, like I said, wide open for a good bit of the time. So them laps you're getting pulled behind somebody, you can get some amazing speed here generated by that draft. But it'll be interesting as the long run goes, how them tires work in and where the balance goes for these guys.
Is it recommended to go full blast like that, wide open and wear your tires out, or is it easier to wait on as we got Brian Johnson running around getting a funnel cake apparently, and you're a little late there, sir?
Yes, I apologize about that, but not a funnel cake, but a cinnamon bun,
A cinnamon bun? Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of those.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Where'd you get it at? What concession stand? What turn? Where at?
I don't know what turn is Food Line in.
The Food Line? All right, I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. I hand it over to Zach and Brian. Yeah, 1 second. I'll be right back.
And actually, while that happened there, we got a Landon Lacey popping up on the top of the board. But also good to have Brian up in here with us. Brian, what's your thoughts on Chicagoland here tonight for these guys? As I must point out before this, we do have a 4-tire limit set. So that means these guys will be able to change 3 tires. Well, they have 1 set on the car already, and then they'll have 3 in the pits of each left front, right, left rear, right front, and right rear. And we have a 60% fuel load also here. So pretty interesting little bit of strategy going to be put here tonight, I think.
Yeah, so a 3-tire change limit for this race, 140 laps. That's really that's about the amount of tires that you would need,
right,
for it. So that's really, tire strategy is going to be gigantic. As we're just starting the grid here, but yeah, Chicagoland. In the high horsepower car, one of my favorite tracks. It's kind of gone down my ranking list with this new car, but still a fantastic 1.5 miles. Not quite one of those cookie cutters. It's not like Texas used to be, or Atlanta or Charlotte. It is very, very different than every other 1.5 miles. And it always brings me back to when Tony Stewart was dominant, when they would come here in like June, July, or August. I can't remember which month, but the summer months he was fantastic, and this was his racetrack. And but yeah, fantastic. I heard you saying it's very abrasive, which it is. If you ever take a visit to the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte, North Carolina, I think that's one of the track samples that they have. And I mean, it's you can't find sandpaper that coarse at Home Depot. So yeah, tire management going to be huge. And it's going to come down to every driver's driving style. Your driving style will determine whether you burn more right front or more right rear, and it's just going to be a matter of trying to manage that balance between the two, because you want them to be as even as possible. And y- the quickest guy is going to be the guy that figures that out. But we
Definitely.
are almost all the way gridded here, as
Sir.
I reckon we will start this grid. So we have Landon Lacey on our pole here tonight with 29.906. Then we're going to have Robert Revel in second, Mason Thompson third, Liam Knox fourth, Charles Teed in fifth place, Matthew Jaggard in sixth, Nick Rader seventh, Aaron Tribble in eighth, Daryl Arnold in ninth, Drew Bordeaux in 10th, Mr. Meza in 11th, Preston Michael in 12th, Christopher Lawrence 13th, Ryan Goodell in 14th, Christopher Woodard in 15th, Aaron Barnacle in 16th, Stephen Ford 17th, Drew Halloran 18th, Kyle Spees 19th, Shane Tierney 20th, Brandon Browning 21st, Sammy Yaya 22nd, Tyler Phillips 23rd, Chris Malcolm 24th, John Gallagher 25th, and Robert Woodard 26th. I apologize if I butchered any of those names, and I know I probably did, but we are about to go green.
I'll help you here, Brian, because I know this one, Mr. Meza, as you said, Joaquin,
okay.
There you go. I'm not good with names usually, but that one, some reason it popped up in my brain. I knew it, so I guess I can actually help you for once, Brian, with the name.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, I
don't want to butcher
this right, and I'm just
right. Let's take a step back. So we'll just call him by his last name. Joaquin.
Paint schemes out here.
Oh yeah,
OKC on the 45.
Oh yes. And we're about to get this action kicked off here at Chicagoland. Yes, it is. That's for sure, Ryan. We got some knowledge here tonight for you guys. As that pace car is going to look to take its final turn off here, burn a little tires, and Landon will lead us to the green flag here for the start of tonight's 140 lap event. Green flag is in that air. Landon Lacey on the gas, getting pushed by Mason Thompson.
Yeah, Mason Thompson super, super aggressive on that start. Love to see that. He's trying to make sure that he clears the 38 of Robert Revel for second, which it looks like he will. Inside lane, definitely preferred lane to be on a start or restart. And as you can see, Landon and Robert still nose to tail as they head off into 3.
Yes, there it is. That is the 31 of Charles Teed on the inside of Robert Revel. They're fighting for that third position. There you got the 45 now coming in the picture of Liam Knox. He's looking to follow Charles Teed through here. That bottom lane is going to be king here early. as these cars, like I said, are really mostly full throttle, wide open. You're going to see a car maybe just try to stick it in the middle there, that 11. He's going to decide to slide it behind Robert.
Aaron Tribble kind of lost a little bit of that run that he had in the middle of the corner. But Abel still looks like he's going to be able to get past the 45 there of Liam as they're coming out of 4. And one key factor here at Chicago is this apron that we have on the front stretch. There's like 3 lanes of apron there. And that's going to be key.
And while you're speaking that, Mason Thompson made the pass there, Brian, using those 3 lanes on the apron. So Brian just alluded to it, ladies and gentlemen, that 16 using the bottom. And look, now we're going to have another battle for leads. 5 and 3 wide behind that.
Ooh, it's getting tight. 45, 38 close together. They almost touch doors. 38 pulls out of it, but the 11, Aaron Tribble, going to look to the inside. They're 2 by 2, 3rd through 6th.
Man, oh man.
So we got a battle for the lead now again.
Yes, it's all over the place here in Chicagoland Speedway. As you can see, multiple grooves coming into action here as the 16's going to look to the outside of the 25 with a good run down the back straightaway here from Mason. Wow, side by side as they go into 3. Can he clear? He does. Go around the top of Landon Lacey.
Yeah, it looked like the 25 maybe landed there. Maybe have lifted and let him have it. You know, having the clean air now isn't as important as it used to be, but it will affect the car on the long run. But we don't know what Landon has in store for the long run, so he may be trying to save his tires and saying, Mason, you know, if you want it, you go ahead, you burn up your right front, I'll catch you later.
Very, very true, Brian. And with only 3 sets of tires here tonight for these guys to use here, they're looking at only about 33 laps also on fuel here tonight with that 60% load. Doing some math on a little bit of one. I had the car sideways there on that apron. I don't know who that is. I think that is
that's the 38 of Robert Revel.
Oh yes, it was.
There.
Yeah,
he's one of our position. Yeah, he's started 2nd, down to 7th, and our biggest mover right now. He's going after the lead right now. As Aaron Tribble started 8th all the way already up to 3rd after 6 laps.
That he is. Looking back here with Nick. I believe you called him Raider, but is it Matter? I'm not sure about that, but sorry for butchering that, Nick. But yeah, the 29 there, running in that 8th position there, following the 22 of Matthew Jagger.
11, Aaron Tribble goes to take 2nd.
Wow, yeah, up front, Aaron Tribble is starting to put some pressure up on these leads.
We do have got a lap car here coming up that the leaders would be approaching. He goes slow down right near the grass.
Oh, and Charles T's got squeezed through. Good job. Yeah, Aaron Tribble though from 8th to 2nd, Brian. We'll see what that does to his tires. Already, these other guys playing a little bit of games. That's the thing, you know. This is a cat and mouse game with the A car. You can't really get away until really a certain amount into a long run. So really we'll have to see as we've got 8 laps down here and we only got a 60% load too. So what will be the strategy? I'm actually going to do some math here to see if I can figure out what kind of strategy these guys might be playing here tonight at the Chicagoland Speedway.
And as you can see, we're watching Charles Teed right now. He's got a good line going, not looking too tight right now. So you know that he's saving a little bit of that right front. Yeah, just really smooth in, very good in the middle, and then taking it wide out. That's one place that you can save a lot of right front is getting out of that wheel as much as possible on the exit, getting those wheels straight as soon as possible, letting that car wash out up to the wall, and you'll save a lot of right front wear and keep that temperature from getting too hot.
Definitely, Brian, there. And look now, battle for 2nd again. Oh, well, Mason Thompson decides to back out of that there. Yeah, it's starting to single file out, and this is the part of the run where the tires are going to come into effect. We're about 10 laps in. Guys are starting to have to really lift now, and this is where it really gets down to the nitty-gritty of who can conserve the tires the best and who can go the fastest.
And as you can see, the 11, we were talking about him earlier, Aaron Tribble, started 8th up to 2nd, but he got up to 2nd. He was kind of stalled out, so I have to wonder, you know, did he use everything he had just to get up to 2nd, and what is that going to lead to on the long run? You know, I know we're talking a lot about the tires and long run and short run speed, but you know, that's going to be super, super key as he's actually going to be battling Mason here. Oh, he was. Mason got pretty close to the bumper, but Mason decided to pull out right there as the top 5 have kind of separated themselves. The top 3 definitely separated themselves. Then you got Charles Teed in 4th, about half a second behind the top 3, and then you've got Liam Knox in 5th, about a half a second from 4th. Yes. And then they're about a half a second off of 5th, the rest of the field. So very spread out right here.
Starting to spread out right here in the glimpse shot here with Christopher Lawrence. That 9 machine here running that 11th position right at this moment. He started 13th, so he's up 2 positions. And you can see up ahead of him, look at the cars stacking up a little bit there. Yeah, we're starting to have a battle there for that. I believe, yeah, that's around 7th there with Matthew Jagger there in the 22 as he's getting passed by Robert Revelle. So that's the question. You know, Robert qualified 2nd there in that 38, dropped back to about 10th. And this entire strategy. You know, coming from our background, Brian, we know how big a cat and mouse game this is. You know, sometimes you go out there and chase the cheese, but guess what? That cheese is going straight. You're going straight your tires into cheese. So it's I don't know. I was going.
I think you had a good direction, but you kind of lost.
I turned right instead of left.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you got a little loose, had to turn right a little bit. But yeah, you know, the 38 Robert Revelle, I think he's doing what I think you and I do a lot is you know, we'll qualify top 5, and then everybody will just want to go. And we're like, no, we've got 40 laps to go on these tires. You know, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna stay right here. I'll be okay. I'll see y'all later. It won't be a big deal.
That's right. Got the battle there to the 9 behind this 22 of Matthew Jagger there. That's the battle for that 10th position there with the 29 and the 9 of Christopher Lawrence. Looks like Christopher Lawrence is going to move up another position to that top 10 after starting 13th. So good job on that 9 car to continue his progress forward.
Sorry to interrupt you here, Zach, but we got a battle for 2nd. Mason Thompson going to pass the 11 of Aaron Tribble, which he does. So Aaron Tribble going to lose a position here on lap 16. Back down to 3rd, and then while that's all going on, Landon Lacey has stretched his lead out to over a 2nd.
Yeah, he is really putting great lap times right now. I'm seeing 31 ones out of him. Really closest thing back is Robert Revelle in there in a 31.29. You got Ryan Goodell in there in the 44 with a 31.21. So they're running back in the 7th and 8th position. Maybe a little consternation on their end. But Landon Lacey looking super strong right now. We'll see what Mason Thompson there is. He's a little bit quicker that last time by as he got by Aaron. So we'll see if Mason can slowly work that gap back in to Landon. But Brian, I did the math, and I think we're looking at if these guys can make it 35 laps, which my math said about 33, but that's also, you know, not accounting the fall off. You know, as you go slower, you'll start to run less fuel, you're lifting more. So that's not accounting that, as my data was pretty much wide open. So I believe these guys should be able to make it about 35 laps. If they can do that, it can be a 3-stop race for 3 sets of tires.
Man, I tell you what, there's not a whole lot of wiggle room right there.
No. Got to be on point.
0 wiggle room to be exact. Right now we're riding with Mason Thompson. As you can see, he's going into 3. Nice wide arc, getting all the way down to that white line. Man, he did that real well.
Yeah, he was actually really, I would say, painting white line. That's really what you got to do with 3. Yeah, you can't get too close to that apron. That apron will get you. But he's doing exactly where he has to with the left side. It's a nice wide arc into 1 and 2, getting down to the bottom on the exit, and really smooth. As last time he lost a little bit, a couple about a 10th there to the leader, but still very impressive that he's running a 31.28 to leaders 31.
Oh, he got the apron that time, and you see it just shoots him right up the track. Yep. And we're very close to the wall right there. That's one thing, man. These 1.5 miles, there's a ton of grip right beside that white line, but the problem is on the other side of that white line is that apron. And you can do exactly what 16 did just right now.
And we got Brandon Browning back here in 48. He just made a pass on Christopher Lawrence in the 9. He's moved himself up into that 11th position. He's gonna be threatening to get in that top 10. He started 21st, Brian.
Yeah, he did. 21st up to 11th. Then we got Ryan Goodell started 14th up to 6th. And from those are our two big spoilers.
That's for sure. These guys are really putting a big move on as Brandon Browning goes to the top 10 past Matthew there in that 22. So 21st to 10th, that's 11th position. 11th position is there. 22 laps into this race. Very impressive. See what time times he can start putting down in clean air.
Even with that pass there, he's running 2/10 quicker than the 3 cars ahead of him.
So definitely moving on up there for Brandon Browning in that 48. As it looks like back here, the 22 there started to slide back a little bit from that 6th starting position. So Matthew struggling a little bit, but yeah, you can see that 48 starting to put the pressure on Nick in that 29. Can you get up to that 9th position? I think it's only a matter of laps now. Even the battle for 2nd and 3rd is kind of heating up a little bit too. Aaron Tribble not letting Mason Thompson get away as Landon Lacey continues to put lap for lap the 31.28s, and even Liam Knox here running at 4th, matching actually about 3 thousandths quicker than our leader on that last lap here on lap 24 of the run.
Yeah, Landon Lacey, I think he's got that right front, right rear wear balance figured out already. I feel like he either knows this track really well, or he's done a lot of practice leading up to this race. Had very good short run speed. Had to fight his way to get that lead, but now just superb long run speed. It's absolutely amazing. But with that said, like you said, Zach, there's not where there is several guys in the field that are close to matching his lap times, and you can really tell if you look at the lap times. You can tell who saved tires and who didn't. The guys that saved tires are running about 2 to 3 tenths quicker than the guys who didn't. And right now, and you can see that it's all spread out through the field, the front of the field, the back of the field. It's amazing what a little bit of tire saving can do.
That's very true, Brian. And that's the part of the run, like you said, where this comes into effect. And someone starting to struggle a little bit right now is Charles Teed, as he got passed by Daryl Arnold in that 30 to slide Charles Teed back to that 8th position. He's in threat of Brandon Browning now, who's really been coming through the field there. He's up to 9th now. Going to look to the inside Charles Teed here, going into the front straightaway, and he's actually going to clear there to that 8th position.
Yes, he is. He is going to have to slide up a little bit. That's one thing when you enter low in the corners, especially here at Chicagoland, it can get a little tight in the middle. With 48, Brandon Browning able to get the job done there. As 29, Nick Rader now looks on the inside of the 31, and 36 is looking to follow.
Yeah, Kyle speeds up from 19th to 10th.
So he's got Atari all over his car. Throwback.
Definitely a throwback right there. It's Charles Teed now sliding back to that 11th position. So seeing the effects, I think, of a little bit of tire wear from Charles Teed here. But he can hang on to it here and make it to the pit stop. And he has still a good shot here in the good run. So hanging on to that 11th position. But
man, Brandon Browning already looking to get another position here, catching Daryl Arnold right now. Dude is like a piranha in water, and somebody just dumped a bunch of chicken legs. He's going after him.
Piranhas like chicken legs. They like anything. Any type of food. Anything they can eat, they'll take it. But yeah, you can see he's really putting the pressure there on that 30 machine now. And this is really interesting to see how his progress continues here if we stay green. Because pretty good times, but he's about 10.4 seconds behind the leader. So not, I'm sure he'll probably want to caution at some point if he wants to have a shot at this win here tonight. But definitely doing a great job working his way through the field here.
Yeah, and that's one thing, Zach. Green flag laps. That's where Um, the guys really get to show off their talent is when the race just kind of plays out the way I think it should, under green.
Yep.
So yeah, fantastic. All these guys being mostly mistake free so far. A couple guys at the back of the pack may have run into a little bit of trouble. As I see Tyler Phillips 1 lap down and Robert Woodard 11 laps down. But no, it's lap 32, and we're gonna need to get some tires and some fuel here soon.
Definitely are, and if they need to make it to that 35 mark, if they want to, do that.
We got
Restop.
Woodard coming down pit road. Sorry, Zach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely the 2 coming down here. So maybe they can make it a little farther than 35. So he's just doing a little bit of an early stop here, as I would believe they have maybe a little bit of a wiggle room there. So yeah, the 2's gonna come here, get him some tires, get him 4 fresh ones, because I tell you what, that's when you need them. And it's going to be interesting to see when Landon Lacey and Mason Thomas actually decide to come down the road. So yeah, Robert Ravel, they're in at 38, coming down pit road here.
Looks like Landon Lacey's going to come down too.
Yes, they are. Oh yeah. So,
and which is smart because I'm looking at the fall off right here. Lap 5 of Landon Lacey's ran a 30.23, and then towards the end of the run, running 31.3s, 31.4. So a little bit of an undercut is to be made here. You can cut into that lead just a little bit.
Definitely can. You can see Mason Thomas and also Aaron Tribble coming down pit road. As actually we got a few cars in the grass. Looks like one car backing up there. That's Daryl Arnold. Oh, and he was running in the top 7 there in that 30 machine.
Let's see what happened to him. Did he just lock up and miss it?
I believe so. I think he locked up, went wide into that grass. That'll probably be a penalty and everything for him. So.
Oh no, he got there was a car. Yeah, it was. Dang it, I lost him. That was
Charles T.
Came in way hot and
oh yeah,
pushed into the grass.
Ooh, unfortunate for Daryl.
Break.
None of his doing there. Looks like Charles T got a little hot and then cut back. Oh man, cut back right, and Daryl just along for the ride. So
Chicagoland is one of the trickier pit roads.
Definitely is, and interesting thing right there, Brian. Also is just the earlier stops. Like I said, to make it to the end on a 3 stop, you're looking at 35 laps each run, and Liam Knox took it to the start of 35. So he was actually the farthest, and then Christopher Lawrence, I think, actually, yeah, he will do 35. So the 9 there will be the first one to do 35. So I'm questioning, can they go farther than 35? And if not, that might be an issue for some of these guys who stopped a little early.
Yeah, I think maybe some guys not quite up to date at what the fuel mileage situation is, and they'll have to save fuel later. But if it was me, and 35 is the max, and that's also what you need to run to finish the race with the amount of tires that you have, I think I'd rather save in the early part of the race and then push really hard at the end, not have to worry about fuel.
Definitely, and I for these guys, I'm sure these guys got it planned out. So I'm not, I guarantee you these guys got it figured all out, and I'm just not trying to second guess them. But I am still wondering how many laps can they go extra. I mean, if you can take it to 36, then those guys will be fine that pitted on 33, because you got to take a 1 lap extra for 2 of those stints to even that out to 35. But I'm pretty sure these guys got to figure out under the steering wheel. And right now, Landon Lacey back to that front position there in that 25. So
yeah,
look at the 44.
Did the 45? Did he get a couple positions on that cycle?
Yes, he got by Mason Thompson and Aaron Tribble. Aaron Tribble must have had some type of mistakes, and Mason Thomas lost a lot of time in Landon Lacey. But Liam Knox, literally, he was about 3. He was really about 3.3 to 3.2 behind the leader as they pitted. So he's only 3.5 back, and he took it a lap longer. Bravo to him. As I wonder, did these guys take tires?
Aaron Tribble had a big problem getting into his box. He slid too far forward, and then when he moved back, he was too close to the wall, so big trouble.
Right, I'm thinking these guys didn't take tires.
No tires.
Yeah, we're getting confirmation on that.
Well,
so yeah, we're getting confirmation.
Look at the lap times. Oh yeah, lap times show that they are on old tires.
Yeah, so they're conserving a set, which is kind of, you know, personally smart. You know, smart move on their part.
Very
because now they'll have that extra set there. Caution comes out, they have an extra set that other guys will not if they took tires or not. So that was the thing I was questioning. You know, the amount of sets of tires these guys had, it was exactly how much they could do to get to the end of the race. So I was gonna wonder if we were gonna see something like this. Man, oh man, we did not. I'll go back and look, but
the only thing I feel like, you know, because that's a gamble. That's a gamble that you take. You're gambling the you know, you're making a bet that there will be a caution at some point, because if it goes green, I don't think they're going to have the pace to keep those guys behind them.
Yeah, so the 9 is on new tires. A lot of these guys did. The 44. So yeah, 42 laps here in. We'll have to see how this plays out. But yeah, very interesting. Is look, the 44 now going by Liam Knox, as he has decided, Brian, to take those tires. And yeah. So
wow. The other thing, looking so the difference between old tires and new tires, coming out of a green flag pit stop is roughly about a second. A little bit more than a second, maybe. But yeah, the 44, lap 36, we're at 29.7. That is flying. Yeah. But, you know, right around 30 flat, 30.2, but now he's running about, last lap was at 30.75. Go to our leader, Landon Lacey, his last lap was a 31.43, so roughly about, that's a little over half a second a lap. So maybe by the time the 44 reaches the 25, they'll have been, they might even out, maybe.
Very possible. Yeah, you know, like Brandon Colley out here on the Facebook chat bringing up a very good point. You know, if you're in the lead for Landon Lacey, it might as well just keep that old set on as the lead he had. You know, that extra 5-second, 6-second lead he might have by having the newer tires. You know, I mean, really, he's got still a 2.5-second lead, a 2-second lead here. Yeah, Ryan is really cutting into it now as the tires are starting to fall off a good bit here to a 31.7 to a 37.
Whoa, so, car in the grass.
Ooh, car in the grass.
We got Stephen Ford, number 17 in the grass, doing a pretty good job of keeping it straight, able to save it. Good piece of driving right there.
Yeah, on the apron a little bit there. It's hard to hold. Oh, yep.
Another good save. 2 saves in 1 lap. How about that?
Buzz Lightyear was there to save him there.
I was going to mention something about that.
There might have been a snake in his boot. I don't know.
Ha.
All right, you ain't got to laugh, buddy. Come on. Hey, we're about to have a battle for all you guys.
We are.
Up in the booth.
44, Ryan Goodell, half a second behind a 25 of Landon Lacey. Landon Lacey coming up on a lap car. Lap car going to be about a lane off the wall.
Yeah.
Lacey's going to have to navigate around him.
Yeah, this will be interesting, right? If it goes green, my thing is if it goes green, I think the saving set of tires is not going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because it just the raw pace that you lose in the early part of the run and mid part of the run, I think, you know, it's like I said, when you're saving that set of tires, you're betting that there's going to be a caution, and if there's not a caution, I think you lose. You're going to have to fold.
Yeah, and you know, the other interesting thing about this too is we were getting some word from our producer, good old Robert Morgan. They do, I believe, throw some type of competition caution usually for their other series. So we'll have to see if that comes into effect here tonight. A little bit, as this is our first night here doing the Cup Series, we're still learning, all of the rules and regulations here at eNascar. So definitely going to be interesting to see. Maybe that's what they're planning for, but
it may depend on if if Goodyear is worried about these guys not taking tires and being
right
out there. Goodyear might be like, hey, they can't do that. You're gonna have to throw a caution.
Yeah, this
the sidewall of our right front.
But from 14th to 1st, it's work for track position for Ryan Wise, and really, look, there's the caution.
There it is. There's a competition caution on lap 50.
So yeah, I think the smart thing to do was not to take the tires then. I mean, yeah, you got the track position now, but these guys who took tires, I don't think they can take a set of tires now unless they plan on taking a set now and then not taking a set later. When they come to stop.
There's two plays that, so like 44, there's two plays that he can do right now. Is that he can obviously stay out and hope that everybody else in the field that took tires on their green flag pit stop stays out as well. Or you come in and take fuel.
Yeah.
If you grab another set of tires here, you're not going to make it to the end. Whoa! 26 comes in hot.
Hold her, buddy. 26 of Robert Wooder. He's down there mowing the grass. He got a little bit hot there.
By the pace car there.
Yeah. Sometimes she comes up pretty quick, man.
Yeah, sometimes you're riding down the backstretch waiting for it to catch you, and all of a sudden it goes right through you.
Yeah, and then you think you're about exploded. But yeah, we're going to see now what kind of pit strategy. So yeah, Ryan's going to lead them down. And I believe you're going to see all the lap cars.
Are those lappers up there?
Yeah, and we'll see if these guys jack up and put some tires on. That'll be our telltale sign. As I imagine Landon Lacey and all the guys who did take tires, like Liam Knox and Landon Lacey, they're screaming for tires. Give me 4.
So the 24 of Sammy stayed out. The
44 fuel only.
18 stayed out.
Very interesting strategies.
Those are the 2 guys that stayed out that are on the lead lap. So maybe just looking to get that, if they do have that over here with these Outlaws, if they got a bonus point for leading the lap, maybe trying to get that here.
Yeah, this is, I tell you what, this is going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out, really, once we get back on grid here. So, yeah, that was, I was definitely, good. I'm glad our producer Robert, brought that idea to us, because I was kind of questioning the strategy, with Landon Lacey and Liam Knox not taking tires, If it would have stayed green, I don't think that would have been the right strategy. But if you're looking at a competition caution at lap 50, I think that totally was the smart play.
Yeah, and with the racing that was going on and how good these guys were doing at controlling their cars, I think it may very well have been a completely green race if we didn't have this competition caution.
That's very likely. These guys were out here putting laps down, Brian, and that was super impressive. As it looks like the 18 of Arlene, I think that's how.
Yeah, 18 of Aaron.
Yeah,
and 24 of Sammy have stayed out. Looks like they're gonna continue to stay out. So you're gonna have old tires in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Robert Ravel, I'll go back and do a little investigation.
Because we do know Landon most likely
2 tires.
2
right sides for Robert.
Oh,
yep.
Man. I mean, I don't.
Especially if let's see if he took a set before. He did not. So he did not take tires in that first stop either. So really he did this for a track position. So them left sides are the same left sides he's had this whole race. Now, this is the thing though. These guys need to get to, let's see here. They need to get to lap 70 So they're looking at, roughly 20, 17 laps to the end, really. So about 15 once we get going back green here. So do 15 laps on them 2 tires, then you come in early, right at the point where you can make it to the end on those 35 stints, and he can. I think it's track position play. That's really what it is. So
Yeah, that's what it is, because when you take just just right side tires, well, now you've got an extra set of lefts.
Yep.
Just changing lefts really isn't going to help you all that much.
Yeah, it's not going to be the greatest.
So,
but I would say I'd rather have fresh lefts than no lefts. So,
yeah,
I mean, it would help you definitely a little bit, but I mean, from our testing, Brian, we know left front, it don't like to wear out in iRacing. So, the left side to that left front never likes to get.
Not in the truck and not in the B car, but sometimes.
But true, the A car does. Yeah.
It does wear out that left front quite a bit. So, putting on just lefts is going to help you slightly, just for the left front, because the left rear it does very, very little. But taking just lefts after a full run is not going to be as good as taking rights or four.
Yeah, very interesting strategies playing out here at the.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. eNascar Outlaw League here tonight, Chicagoland Speedway, and glad for everybody tuning in here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting tonight. We appreciate everybody. Give us some love and reactions out there on the Facebook, and some thumbs ups out there in the YouTube side of things, and and if you don't enjoy it, give us thumbs down, so we can build this thing better, So I'm very interested to see how this plays out there now, because we got 4 cars with different tire strategies, and then we got the Landon Lacey, who's really been dominant. So it'll be interesting.
Those are just the strategies that we know about and are paying attention to.
That's very true.
There could be
so many different things. Yeah, so many different things probably playing out right now.
There's if this was a multiple choice question, there's about 8 answers now.
That's a tough one. Pace car's gonna pull off, guys.
Green flag.
We'll have that 18 machine lead us back to the start of this race here. 55 laps in. Here's the green flag wave. Look at Ryan all over the back bumper. He knows he has to get going. He's on the older tires.
Yeah, we'll have to watch these top 3 right here. Do they ever get tight? Or are they going to try to block the 25 behind them? Trying to make sure that the lead that he may get later stays as small as they can make it. 18 very, very tight.
Yeah, 24 gave him the bumper. Oh, no, we got a wreck. The 29, a little bit net code. Oh, I think it's going to be green, though. He's in the grass. What a save, man.
Did he save that thing?
He saved it.
Wow.
What a save from Nick there, man. That was unfortunate net code that caused that contact between the 2 cars. But, man, what a save as he went through the grass. But look who's back up front. That's we pan back in. Oh, man, Brandon Brown in the middle of 3 wide with the 24 and the 45 of Liam Knox. He's going to back out of that in the middle. What a race we got.
The guys that took no tires there, well, at least the 18 and the 24, just, I hate to say it, but falling like rocks. That did not work out well for him. But the 44, Ryan Goodell, it's working out okay for him. Falling down the court right now.
He's hanging on pretty good, I gotta say. He might have done a little bit of saving there. If I would have been him, I would definitely save a little bit easier. But Knox comes on the inside at 44. He's going to take that position and move himself up into that top 5 or 4th position there. As look at Brandon Browning, 21st to 6th. He's going to go into the top 5 now as he passes the 44. And even the 2 tires for Robert Bell, not really playing out. He started there 4th, now back to 7th. Interesting call there, Brandon.
Yeah, but as you can see, that is going to allow him to take that position away from Ryan Goodell.
Robert Revell there on the nose cam. Look at that 38 pull away. Them new tires, they're very nice to have. And up front, though, Mason Thomas, you can see off the nose up there. Look at that side-by-side battle. You know, we see this early in the race, Brian. Landon Lacey give up a little bit of ground on the start, but I think this is all part of pacing himself. You can't go out there and run as hard as you possibly can, man. The tires just will not take it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
And look at Brandon Browning getting behind there. As he's with the 14 guy by Liam Knox.
He's flying right now, man. He's, you know, he's shown that, hey, I can have long run speed if I choose to. I can have short run speed if I choose to. So y'all better watch out because I got all sorts of weapons in my pockets.
Definitely. Here's side by side in front of you. You still got the 11 and the 16 who've been going at it all race. Here comes the 48 though of Brandon Browning off a 2, looking to the inside. He's gonna be on the inside of Mason here, going off in the 3, and even the 11 up front with Landon Lacey. So we got 2x2 up front. You're gonna see there 11. Oh, trying to clear. Oh no!
Oh, code. Oh jeez. Oh no.
Landon Lacey.
Oh no.
Oh man, on the bad end of the stick there. That's unfortunate.
If that was netcode, that looked like netcode to me.
It was, but I think there still was going to be contact any way you look at it. I think that contact might have stopped it from happening, or the netcode might have stopped the contact from happening.
There wasn't a whole lot of netcode. 11 just he realized he was washing up and he was trying to stay out of the 25. When he cranked the wheel a little harder, I think it kind of broke the traction in the rears and he got a little loose and had to correct and just his tail just slapped the left front of the 25. And tough break.
Yeah, Landon Lacey.
Tough break.
Yeah, and the damage is
significant.
It's severe damage, but man, they do have one fast fix, so if he can just stay in this, the long run pace can still similarly stay there. It's just I'm worried about his straight line speed. These cup cars are so sensitive with those fenders, and man oh man. But
the good news is that the splitter isn't damaged too much, and the grill isn't damaged, so he doesn't have to worry about overheating too bad.
Very true.
But yeah, right side of the car definitely has that damage has added a bunch of drag, like you said, Zach. And he's going to be wanting a caution or the green flag pit stops to come as soon as possible.
That's for sure. As Mason Thompson out front here with Brandon Brown in second. Liam Knox now moving up to that third position as he made the pass on Aaron Tribble. And here we are riding with Brandon Brown in that Lowe's 48 machine. He's worked his way up all the way to second from 21st. Be interesting if he can get to that lead here. But long run. Yeah, we did have a car in the wall. Yeah, that was Shane there in the 19. He got a little bit to the wall there from 3 and 4. Running that 23rd position.
The 11 does have a little bit of right rear damage in his quarter panel, but that usually doesn't affect the car too much. But we'll have to wait and see if his pace really falls off here. He was a little bit slower on the long run earlier in the race compared to everybody else.
Yeah. The guy I really want to keep an eye on is the guy who's monitored who had a really good long run pace, similar to our leader Landon Lacey. That 45. Liam Knox again. If I'm not mistaken, he won here in Chicagoland last night in the truck. So, yeah, looking very, very good for that 45. And I think he's just kind of prowling right now. He dropped back a few positions at the start. I think saving his stuff, and you can see now he's starting to reel in that 48, and then we'll see how it plays out here. But I gotta say, that's a man to watch right now.
And a quick update about those cars that stayed out on that for that pit stop there under that caution, the 18 and the 24 of Sammy and Aaron. They've fallen back to where they were before that caution. So
yeah.
It evened out for him. No net loss, no less net gain.
Also got Ryan there in 44. Ryan, he's actually doing a pretty good job, man, to stay at 9th.
It got super cloudy.
Yeah, the clouds came over here at Chicagoland Speedway. Got threats of rain maybe, but iRacing, you don't have to worry about that. So that's always
Coming
a
soon.
good thing. Yeah, hashtag soon. But yeah, Landon Lacey, man, running 31.68 to the leaders 31.21. Yeah, that car is definitely not had the best day right now for how it's driving. I know it's got to be frustrating, but if he gets him a caution, can't put him out of it because he'll get that car fixed up. 18 is coming in pit road here of Arn. And lap 70, Brian, just like I was saying, that's the number these guys need to hit if they want to make it to 35. One more stop after this. So
yeah, and I think you know what? I think if it stays green, that may not work out too bad for him because right now he's going to have a pretty sizable undercut right now that he's going to have to work with. Going to be running a second quicker laps for several laps compared to everybody else, as we see Daryl Arnold is in his pit box, as well as Drew Halloran in the 49. He's coming down. He's already got that Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty scheme.
Yeah, throwback. I like that. I like that a lot there.
Whoever painted that, I wish I knew their name. I probably should, but they did a great job. That's good creativity.
Definitely can't wait to see it on the real track in real life here in Darlington in only 2 weeks, really. So.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be in the playoffs too.
Yeah, hopefully. As man, it's going to be interesting when these other guys stop. So they pitted at lap 50 with that caution. That means they can still go at least to about 85. So I think these guys are definitely going to try to stretch it as far as they can, so they can definitely have a good nice cushion on the fuel. So
yeah, I think if it were me, I would do what I usually do, which is okay. The caution came out here, we went green on this lap, and I'll just kind of split up the rest of the race evenly.
Definitely,
it's typically
the strategy to play, my friend.
My pit strategy is not anything creative. Very unlike what some of these guys are doing here tonight.
We are actually getting word too from Chris Robert that there's possibly another mandatory caution, which I am unsure of. We got the one at 50. Like maybe we get one at 100.
The big hundo.
So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I was thinking, Brian, that they pit at lap 50, so you go 30 to all the way to 80, then you go another 30 to 110, and you get 30. So that'd be the strategy I would play.
I mean it's quite possible. I again we'll have to learn kind of how this league runs these races here on this night. But at first I thought, okay, maybe that's going to act like a competition caution, but maybe it's more like acting like stages.
Right. Maybe a certain amount of laps they go green, and there's a caution. So
yeah, that
very
NASCAR did that rule. What? 01, 02, 03.
Well, they also had what they call the competition or the caution clock in the Truck Series. Remember, where if they hit a certain length of time without a caution, they would throw a caution. So we'll have to see. Sorry if me and Brian we were a little bit uneducated yet, but this is our first night here with the eNascar Outlaw League, so we're gonna learn here along with all of y'all. And man, oh man, Liam Knox is starting to put a little pressure up here on the leader, Mason Thompson, and he's really they've put about a second gap on Aaron Tribble, but Brandon Browning, who we were talking about earlier, from 21st to 4th now, he's actually dropped back a significant margin to 3.1 seconds. Starting to struggle a little bit. Maybe burn them tires up a little bit, use them to get that run. And look up front now, we got a battle for the lead, actually. Whoa. The 45 trying to follow.
Oh, he's getting tight.
Oh, and he's getting tight with that car on the bottom in front of him. Oh no, and the lap car checked him to let him go, and that's I don't think
Is
he
that
got
damage?
I don't think so. Man, oh man.
Take a look here.
And you can tell with that lap car in front of him, the aero was not the greatest there as he was on the bottom of the 16.
No damage.
Yeah, no damage. Luckily for the 45, he'll escape nothing. But man, oh man, yeah, he might not. He might have to clear his thoughts there after that one. But now he'll go back at it, and we'll have another car here on the tires there with Tyler Phillips there in that 19th position, a lap down, coming through in that 3 car. But yeah, the 45 Liam Knox there trying to go for lead, and that's the aero type, Brian. You know, we seen the lap car down below, and you just seen him lose the nose on the exit, and unfortunate for him, lost a good bit of ground.
Dirty air, stock car driver's worst enemy.
Definitely is, especially on the older tires. You got guys coming through on the newer tires. It just seems like their turbulent air is even worse. 49 there, go back to the outside. On the 48 of Brandon Brown, we're getting word that he did get to the wall as he got passed by Kyle. He's 19th to 4th, so look at Kyle now. He's trying to take that biggest mover challenge now.
He clobbered that thing at some point.
That he did, yeah, you can really see it.
Right front, right rear. It was about,
I believe it happened to him on lap 77.
Lap 68, 69.
Oh yeah, that happened to him a while ago, actually. Yeah.
Coming out of 2, just got I think was there a car? Yep, there's a car in front of him.
Lost the air on the nose, and that's how easy it is.
That's when he was running in second at that time. Actually, I think we were busy talking about something else.
Oh wow, so yeah, that would definitely cause you to drop back pretty quickly. You know, that aero, like I was saying, is devastating, man. You get a little bit of damage on these things, and it does not want to work anymore. And
so Mason Thompson, Liam Knox, and Aaron Tribble, your top 3, all within about a second of each other. Then you got 4th place Kyle Spees, about 4.5 seconds behind the leader. Then Brandon Browning, like you said, he's running 5th, 5 seconds behind. And the rest of the field is pretty spread out. We do have 7th and 8th pretty close together here. Preston Michael in the 4 and Ryan Goodell in the 44. It was I think they just touched there at 4.
I believe so. Very close between the 4 and 44. And even looking back, you know, remember Landon Lacey, the guy who really was putting on a dominant show up front. That 25 after that little bit of netcode contact from the 11, he has pitted, and he has got his fast 6, but he did not take tires. So I'm thinking what our producer said, Robert, is true, that we will have another caution. So
that would make sense.
Very, very interesting.
Because I don't believe, Landon Lacey's no dummy.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't put it past Landon there, to figure that out. So, these guys know what's coming. We're a little, we're figuring it out. So.
Yeah, see, he's no dummy. We, us.
We are the dummies.
A different story.
Yeah, right. But yeah, he's out there putting really good lap times down right now too. 31.207 to the leader's 31.52s. So, man, oh man, he's really putting the pace on right now. So don't put it past the 25 to come back.
Christopher Woodard coming in. Robert Woodard is just coming out, or maybe he's pitting in as well. I think he's pitting in.
That he is, yeah. Robert
I'm assuming those guys are related in some sort of way. Brothers. Woodard
brothers pit.
Coming down pit road. Oh, and now we got the 36 and the 48. Kyle and Brandon coming down pit road. We had the 11 of Aaron Tribble and our leader Mason Thompson coming down pit road. Liam Knox, I believe, is he's stayed out, and Robert Revel has stayed out as well.
Now leader down. Liam Knox staying out. Robert Revel staying out.
See if he comes in. He's going to go another lap to 45. See 16 getting service right now. Drops the jack, and there he goes. Almost beat the 11 out, but 11. Good pit stop. Did a little bit of leapfrog.
That he did.
And they're going to come out right behind the 25.
And these guys, I don't think they took tires. Well, no, Aaron did. Aaron did. Let's see if Mason did. Mason took tires also. Yep. So these guys decided to take tires already.
And the leader, Liam, he's coming down pit road right now. He's going to stop in his box, see if he can get a nice, good stop. There he goes. Very clean, right in the center. Picture perfect.
Yep, fuel only for Liam Knox here, so playing the strategy. But now looking back to the 11 and the 16 who are going through lap traffic, they are actually passing Landon Lacey right now. And this is interesting. So Landon's did not take them tires. He's going to have an extra set compared to these guys. So, 45 still on pit road. We're getting word. He might either sped. Did he get excessive speed? That's my question.
A lot.
Yeah, if you get excessive speed, it's 15-second hold. Oh, big speeding. He was going 670 mile an hour when he crossed the line. 73. He didn't slow down to 50 till about 50 feet, 60, 100 feet in. So, yeah, definitely excessive speed in there from the Knox, and that will hurt you very much. So, 15-second hold penalty there for him. Not going to be looking great. He just needs to try to stay on the lead lap. Is going to have to be his goal, which I don't believe he will. Yeah, he will go a lap down, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt big time because he did not take tires. He's not going to be able to drive back up to the leader with them older tires, and he's going to be trapped now. He's just got the hope to get that lucky dog, which is Daryl Arnold right now, who's really a full back straightaway ahead of him almost, and he's running 31.98, so he's on older tires too. And looking back, really, yeah, he's got to catch. He's got to catch Daryl Arnold, and then hope that Matthew Jagger doesn't go a lap down, who is only a couple cars ahead of our leader.
Yeah, I think this one thing, just a little bit of a mistake leads to big problems.
Yeah, definitely can be. Trust me, I know the pit road mistakes very well.
You ain't the only one.
Sorry. Inside joke.
If you tuned in Saturday,
probably seen.
You might.
You recovered well. You recovered well, though. So maybe let's not put it past Liam to recover.
So we've got a mess of cars here in front of our leader right now. Tons of black traffic for him to navigate through. They're too wide right here. Is he going to have to? Yeah, he's going to be patient. That's probably better, but that's going to let the 16 Mason come right up to his bumper. And now they're still too wide ahead of him.
Oh boy,
dude, this is getting hairy.
This is getting. Whew. Great racing from all these guys.
And this is what happens when you've got multiple strategies, especially multiple tire strategies going on. You got cars on the track running completely different speeds, all in the same area.
Yeah, and look at the 29 right ahead of him. There's Mason Thompson around the top. What a run!
Wow.
11 is trapped behind the 29, and guess what? That puts the 29 a lap down. That means Liam Knox not getting the lucky dog. He's going to take the wave if he wants one, and I think these guys took tires, Brian, so they're not going to get fit.
Sometimes it does pay to be a little bit aggressive.
11, get in trouble there again, yeah.
I think 11 just a little bit too passive, and that's what cost them not only the position, but a ton of time.
And look, he's about to get stuck again by this car. If he can't get around the outside of the low contact, whew, that's where you take a deep breath and you say, Please let me get by this one. Yeah, that was interesting. And you know, the thing is, it's tough. Like the lap cars there on the older tires, just sliding all over the racetrack. He's trying to navigate to where he can go through, and really no part of his doing. It's just, you know, the cars ahead of him, you know, really don't have the grip. So he, you know, he's coming so quick. He can run anywhere on the track, but if they slide up in front of you, you can't run them over. So good job on him not to, you know, run over anybody and not get no damage in that, because that could have been very costly for him.
You know, Mason Thompson took big advantage of that. Now has a 2.5 lead over Aaron, and right now in 4th place, though, we got Landon Lacey.
This guy right here, yeah. You got Ryan there on that 30.7s up in front of him. He's on the newer tires, but Landon still on the older tires, running 31.52. Man, if we get a caution for this guy, I'm just gonna say it now, he's gonna be tough to deal with, because he's still got, I believe, yeah, he should still have 2 sets of tires left in his pit. So, okay, I can correct this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Did get word that Landon was the guy who won last night at Chicagoland. And I'm mixing it all up now. But yeah, Landon was our winner last night, and Liam was the 2nd place winner. So, yes, Landon getting around Chicagoland pretty well this week. Don't put him out of it yet. This man, car was completely destroyed, and he's right now back and forth, clicking off really good lap times on these old tires. We also got Robert Ravel there, who took the 2 on the last stop, Ryan, behind him, running 5th on a 31.40. And if I look back at his times, he definitely did take tires. I believe so. Oh, he took less.
Two cars ahead of our leader right now. Crazy, there's just traffic all over the place.
And sorry about if I cut out there. My headset died for a second. But Robert Ravel took those left sides, Brian, and Robert. So,
Left sides.
he took only left sides on that stop, and running pretty good times, actually. 31.43 to Landon Lacey's 31.46. So, pretty similar to not taking tires, but they're on the same strategy technically. They both have 2 sets left.
Yeah, so not only Landon Lacey looking pretty dangerous here if we get a late race caution, but also Robert Revel. Because that's the thing, you know, like these other guys may not have the tires to take at the end, and you do, and yeah, you're going to have to pit and lose all that track position, but you know, old tires versus new tires is 1 second. And that's a ton of speed. You know, even if we have a green-white checkered and they start, I don't know, 7th, 8th, 9th, they can possibly have enough speed to get to the lead in 2 laps.
Very true, as they will, I believe, Mason Thompson should still have a set of tires, I believe, too. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out. I'm questioning, you know, what will happen here, but that's the beauty of tire limits. You know, we're in the dark here right now. We don't know how this is all going to shake out here, as it's really tough to play the strategy like these guys are with the lower fuel load and stuff. These guys have really got to think and play a lot of different strategies here tonight in Chicago.
And you know, it's good learning for us, because you know, with all of these tire set limits, a lot of leagues are now going to using.
Oh, we have the caution. There it is.
Here it is, lap 105.
Oh.
Get the, I guess we'll call it a stage 2 caution. Caution clock 2. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a name for it. That was done by our admin in the sky, DJ Allen. Give him a shout out. He's not on the track, being our race director for tonight.
Yes, sir. Landon now going to get to reshuffle back up here, Brian, and that's going to, I mean, if I'm Mason and Aaron, I'm a little bit, oh man, not Landon again, you know.
Yeah.
This guy don't go away.
I thought we got rid of him.
But we'll see how it all shakes out here. Liam Knox, though, is going to have the worst hit out of that because, you know, not taking tires there and also at that speed penalty, he's going to stay a lap down. Which I think all these guys should pit here.
Well, you should get the wave around here. So,
Very true.
not all is lost. You know, with the only cautions we have had in this race so far are our admin thrown cautions, but that doesn't mean something couldn't happen here at the end. So, you know, he could get lucky still, but time is running out.
That is for sure. And these guys should be able to all make it to the end from here very easily. And yeah, so this will most likely be the last stop of the race here unless we get a caution. Which, that's where those extra set of tires will come in for Landon Lacey and Robert Revelle. But
that and you know, they could easily make it at the scheduled distance, but how many green white
Exactly.
checkers do we have?
Very, very true. So we could have 3 green white checkers. That makes it kind of on the edge. You'd have to save a good bit of fuel under yellow. As Mason Thompson does win the race off pit road with Aaron Tribbley second. Ryan in there in the 44 coming out third. Landon Lacey's going to come out, I believe, behind a few guys. Let's see. He's got Kyle Spees in front of him. And I believe that is it. So, yeah. That was interesting, too. I think, did Liam pitted? I just noticed the 45 pitted with the lead lap cars. I think that's going to be a penalty for him, too. So.
Yeah, what, do you remember what that penalty is?
That's a good question, actually. It might be better than what he wanted. Than what he was going to have.
If it's just the end of the longest line, I don't think that's a major deal. But if that's a pass through, I think it's the end of the longest line. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done that.
Yeah, same. It's actually the 44 won the race off pit road.
Enter.
Yeah, he had to take 2 tires, I think.
2 or possibly.
Oh, no tires.
Yeah, I was gonna say with all that fuel that he burned off, how empty that tank was, that may have been fuel only.
Yeah, that's a fuel only stop for him. So, going to be interesting for that 44 on this last.
He did that
set
before.
Here. Yeah, he hang on pretty good. He hang on pretty well. So. We'll have to see how it shakes out here, but Mason Thompson looking pretty good though in that second position there in that 16 with the 11. Then they got Landon Lacey right back with him in that 25. So we can re-rack them here and see how this is all going to play out here in this last 30 laps of this race here at Chicagoland Speedway for the eNascar Outlaw League.
So we do have, looks like we will have 13 cars on the lead lap. Christopher Woodard gonna be getting his wave around as soon as we get the 1 to green, which looks like we'll get that next time by.
Yeah, we should get that wave. It looks like we'll have the 18, the 26, the number 2, and the 49. You're about to take the wave around, and my producer is he's not being very nice to us right now.
If only you could hear.
If only you could hear what this man is saying to us, you'd be surprised. Trust me. He wants it a certain way, and you know, we're going to get it to the way.
You got him good there, Zach. That was good. That was a good turnaround. There's something about Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
But
trust
we
me,
are
I know
getting,
all about it.
Is this one to green here?
Yes, I believe so, sir.
Sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're younger than me, but I'll call you sir.
It is that time of the broadcast where we gotta let loose a little bit before things start getting hectic.
It's about to get crazy.
It's about to get insane.
And we're about to see it get spicy here, Brian. I think we've had no cautions from any type of wrecking. I'm not gonna say that ain't gonna happen right here, because
I think
it's about to get a little bit more take than give here. I believe.
If you watched the most recent Joker movie, the one with the guy starts, it's like the Joker's downfall.
Joaquin.
I think this race is going to be very much like that movie, where it starts out somewhat sane in the beginning, but just gets crazier and crazier as it goes.
Good comparison here. And we'll see that pace car do its turn to the left on the pit road. Ryan in the 44 leads us to the green here. Green flag is out, and there they go. Mason Thompson looking to push there, coming from Landon Lacey on the top side at 25. Man, oh man. Now iRacing paint seems giving him 25 more horsepower.
That's cheat code.
Yeah, that's why I rode it on my truck. He does pretty good.
Side by side by side.
Yeah, look, it's really picking up now. The pushing is starting. The 11 to the bottom, 16 around the top. The 44 is the cream in the middle of the Oreo cookie, and he got squeezed out.
Yep, and there's no milk to dunk him in either. But
I think the milk is the field.
The 11 learned from that lap traffic in that last run. He was super aggressive there, and he realized that he had to be if he was going to have any chance of having a chance at getting this lead.
Yeah, 38 is going to try to cover off the 48 of Brandon Brown there, going off the lead. He wants to get to the inside of the 44 Ryan. The motor tires, it's going to be tough to hold on for the 44 there. As you can see, 38 goes by, 36, 48 by. Now the 4 looking. Going to lose up to 4 positions in really half a track.
And while that's going on, Landon Lacey up to second. It looks like the 16, Mason, going to try the crossover. He's going to be on the inside of the 45 as they head up the 3. Meanwhile, the 11 just putting just a slight gap on second place there, as Mason's going to take that position back from Landon as the rest of the field's starting to catch him.
There they are. Man, oh man, look at the 11 there trying to cover off the 16. The 25 sitting in the catbird seat there in third. Also behind him got the 38 with the 36 on the inside there. Kyle and Robert Ravel battling all over the place. The 48's gonna look, oh man, look at we can throw a blanket over the top 6.
11 very close to the wall there, trying to keep that momentum up. Looks like he's going to fall back to third here as we've got a caution. That's going to be an admin caution, but there may have been a wreck.
Liam Knox here. Oh, the 3. 3 of Tyler Phillips and Liam Knox coming off a 4. See here on the replay there, Liam Knox through the grass.
Yeah, 17 pulled up into the 45. Right in front of him, and I think the 45 was trying to cross up underneath and didn't realize the 3 was there.
Yep.
And they ruined all that grass down there.
That was nice grass before that.
But they didn't hit anything, so that was good on them.
Oh, the 3 good job stopping right before the pit road wall. Man, oh man, he had him locked up there in that pit road little hole there in the wall, man. That thing could have been devastating. But good job on him there to get her slowed down and stay out of that. So yeah, first caution, and now Brian, do these
Yeah,
new
what can you do?
tires. Yeah, do those. You know, we got an extra set here. Landon can come in. So can Robert.
Oh man,
Landon comes
that's what he's
down and
doing.
look. Yeah, man, these tires are going to be crazy.
Who needs track position when you got 4 tires?
That's right, and so is Robert Ravel going to have tires. I believe that we'll see it. I guess the 36 of Kyle Spees has tires also, and the 44. Does he have a set of extra tires
I
too?
think he does. He has either done fuel only
Oh, he does. He's
or
jacking up that car, man. Oh man, it's about to get
yep,
spicy.
30, 36, put 4 on.
As Lee would say,
Man.
I don't know.
Oh
Actually,
man.
that might not have been a pit party, but we'll still call it a pit party.
Hey, it was a pit party if you had 4 tires waiting for you.
Yeah, that's this pit party right here was special. These
That's a
guys
great
were.
party. That's VIP.
That's a VIP party right here. Man, oh man, I'm right now is when this race is about to flip its head upside down, and we're about to see what happens. I mean, we got Mason Thompson, so 1 car. Aaron Schibble is the 2nd car that's out. Brandon Brown is our 3rd. Preston Michael is our 4th. Next car, Steve Ford is a lap down. Darrell Arnold a lap down. Christopher Woodard lap down. The 18 RN a lap down. Nick Ratter a lap down. Christopher Lawrence is on the lead lap, so that's our 5th car to stay out. Joaquin is a lap down. Shane's a lap down. Drew's a lap down. Chris is a lap down. Robert Ravel will be. So we had 5 cars stay out. Robert Ravel is the first guy on tires. We start 6th, and Landon Lacey will start 7th. Following from there, it's going to be a mad dash to the end here. Saving
like
them tires could play out huge here.
It's going to be 7th and 8th.
Is it be 7th and 8th? Okay.
Yeah, Christopher Lawrence also stayed out there.
Oh, well, Nick. Oh, I said Nick was on the lap down. That's where I messed up. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Yep. I thought I saw him a lap down there on the list. But...
So yeah, so new tires starting in 7th position. So that's only the 4th row. So
this is gonna get crazy.
You know, that's that's one thing Mason you should have thought about a little earlier. Is hey, I shouldn't be lapping on these cars. They'll help me out later.
Very, very true. And they had about, let's see, about 6 laps up the speed on them tires. So
that's enough.
That's enough to make a difference. That's for sure.
Especially after 10, 15 laps, that's going to be a huge difference.
It definitely is. This is about to get crazy. I think we're going to see a huge shakeup on the leaderboard.
Landon Lacey, he's proven to be the fastest guy in the long run on even tires. So, how fast is he going to be with 6-lap pressure?
Oh, he's going to be pretty quick. He's going to be pretty darn quick. Oh, we got out there rooting for the 29, and Shelly out there rooting for Nick. So, yeah, Nick running here in the 5th position, looking pretty good. So, very beautiful paint scheme on that 29 there.
Yeah, what's he got on there?
Blue's the the Budweiser scheme. And the Kevin Hart gold. Well, it's kind of
a mix.
It's kind of like a mixture. It's like an Earnhardt, Dale Earnhardt Jr. mixture with a newer style. Like, I like
cool.
it. Yeah.
Because it's got the DEI stripes on the side.
Yep.
Red in the front, white in the middle, and black in the back. So it's like all of the Budweiser cars thrown together into one. It's pretty cool.
Definitely.
It's got Dr. Pepper on there too. A bit of Dr. Pepper there.
I like the Dr. Pepper. All right, let's see if these pace lights go. Yeah. So we will get ready to go back green flag or racing here as we got 20 to go. They'll be coming to 19 to go and they take that green flag. Let's see what these new tires here, starting in the 7th position there on back. I'm telling you what, this This could get wild. I expect to see fireworks.
I wonder what's
Yeah, I believe
there's
the
quite
9.
a big gap. Oh, is he supposed to
Yeah, I
be
think
up
the
in
9
the
is supposed to be
top
up on
lane?
the top lane. Yeah.
There he goes.
So yes, here we all lined up, going to 3 and 4. Brian, what do you think is going to happen? You think the new tires are going to prevail here?
Not initially. I think there's going to be just a slight advantage for the first couple laps, but once these tires start getting under pressure, I think we'll see a pretty big difference.
That's for sure. Here, the pace car pulls off. Mason Thompson going to lead us to the green flag here. Green is out. We're off. Look at a little blocking going there. Back lane, Lacey trying to block the 44.
44,
Up front.
Ryan had a great restart.
Yeah, he did. 16, Mason Thompson holding on to that lead. Here comes Brandon Browning in the 48. Got that right side fixed up now. He says, I got the pace again. Little bump to the rear, and he blocks the inside, covering off there for Mason Thompson. Guarding that inside. Aaron Trimble. We'll slide up a little bit. The new tires coming. Landon Lacey on the top side, that 25.
It won't be long now.
Oh, and the 4 washing
man,
up just a little bit. Yeah, gotta be careful following in that dirty air. Here comes the 25. He's gonna stick it in the middle.
Going outside, inside, in the middle.
Clear on the bottom.
Left and right. And don't forget about the 38 either, Robert Revel. He's starting to make some positions up here. Oh, as he gets into the 4, and that's going to go into the 29. And,
no.
Oh, man. That's a bad place to wreck.
Yeah,
We were
Nick.
just talking about the 29 there.
They're taking the worst of that, getting his front end knocked off. Oh, man, he had nowhere to really go in that 29.
Just an unfortunate bystander.
And we'll go back here on our replay to show you what happened here on this caution. And you can see here the 38 going to the inside of the 29. This is going down the back straightaway here. And I believe it'll be coming out of 4 here as they come to the start-finish line. Is when you see what happened there. 38 goes to the inside of the 29. There.
It's just I think the 38 thought that the 4 was going to give him the room he needed.
And there you see it.
And it just
little touch
didn't happen.
And then the 29, Nick, nowhere to go with the 4 dead sideways in front of him coming up the racetrack, and then boom, straight to the right.
You can't react to that.
Yeah.
And the 50 gets involved. You got the 2 gets into the outside wall. And the 29 comes right in front of the 18. So a bunch of good cars there. Got a little bit of damage, but I think the majority of these guys have not used their fast repair. It looks like the 29 may have used it at some point, or may have forgot to check it before he got into his box. That's also possible.
Yeah, it's also a possibility. And out front though, Mason Thompson's held on to that lead, but Landon Lacey on the new tires got all the way to second and the 9 of Christopher Lawrence, which for some reason this guy is scoring 3rd right now, but I think he's in 5th. It's behind the 48 there. As the 48 comes down pit road, no. A little bit of faking going on. So, yeah, those new tires up to, I believe, the 2nd, 5th, 6th. Right. Yeah, we'll actually see. Huh? Where did the 9 go? He's in 8th now.
He's all the way back.
Oh, he pitted. He's on pit road.
That would explain it. Because he had some damage, he got a fast fix, and looks like he's going to be taking left. And they're going to ship him off. I should have used that phrase for the last time the 11 pitted.
and he actually didn't pit the time before, so I was wrong about that. So yeah, so the tires right now are in 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 7th there. So,
And I would not be surprised if we see Robert Revel make his way up to about the 4th or 3rd position.
yeah, even Kyle Svies or Ryan in the 44. I mean, they got those newer tires also. The thing is, though, I think this caution was very good for Mason, Aaron, and Brandon here running in that 1st, 3rd, 4th position. The most laps they can do under caution at this slow speed, they're like, please give us more of these, because it just gives these new tires less time to get up to them. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out all here.
Not only that, but the first couple laps, those new tires, it's a little bit of an advantage, but it's not big enough to where you're just going to go fly right by a guy. Especially with Mason here up in the lead. He knows how quick Landon Lacey is. He knows that Landon Lacey has 6-lap pressure tires. So he's not just going to hold his line and have Landon take whatever line he wants. There's going to be some pinching, some running wide, some blocking, I'd have to imagine. And just a handful of laps, those new tires aren't going to be able to rescue you from that.
That's for sure. Very, very true here. As we're pacing still here at the Chicagoland Speedway here with the eNascar Outlaw League here at Chicagoland. And man, oh man, what a race we've seen here tonight. Very, very interesting to see how all this strategy is played. That's gotta say that's one of the favorite things I've seen throughout the night, is just the differing strategies playing out. We're so used to these non-tire limit, races, Brian, that you don't really see much different strategy. I mean, yeah, sometimes you'll see it, but most times it's just the old generic 4 tires and give me fuel. But tonight these guys had to be smart how they played that, and we're seeing that all play out right now as these pace lights will go out. We got 1 lap till green.
And I just heard from, as Zach says, our producer Robert. He said he's going to start driving again now that there's tire limits. So we'll have to hold him to that. Everybody out there, we gotta get Robert back in the car. It's been too long. There's probably about a 2-inch layer of dust on his wheel.
Hey, what they say? You can dust it off though, so very easily.
Yeah, dust the wheel off and start dusting some people.
Yeah. See the good old. Hey, look, this is good luck, Brian, too. What's Robert's number?
It is 16.
Yes, it is. Look at Mason Thomas right here sitting in that 16 position.
Hopefully that's not the broadcast curse that we just put out there.
Oh man, we just don't stop. The pace car is going to pull off. We didn't say that.
Not me.
Yep, yeah, I didn't do that. Nope. There goes that pace car turning left. Look at Mason Thompson. Look at that little bit of a gap forming there. We're going to go back to green flag racing there as they cross the start-finish line. Lane Lacey starting to roll back up on that top line. See what these new tires can do. I want to see how quick it's going to happen if it does. Side by side off of turn 2 with the 11. So far the new tires didn't run that outside line better. I mean, these guys are still wide open, this early. Let's see how it plays out though. 3 and 4.
Browning up high.
Yeah, Brandon Brown losing a lot of positions at 48.
36 got those new tires. He's coming up quick. 38's got those new tires too.
And the 44, so those 3 behind the top 3, all brand new tires. And look at the run for Robert Revell.
Holy cow.
Going to the bottom. Oh, the 11's going to cover it off though.
Oh, be careful, be careful.
Look at the run Landon Lacey's going to have coming out of 4 here. This is going to be a good run.
He's going to look to the inside all the way down to the grass. That apron, that big wide apron. Using that to his advantage as we did have a car disappear there, and now he's back. And Landon Lacey back to the lead.
But look at the crossover. Mason Thompson not giving up yet. He says this ain't over, Landon.
Yeah, don't speak too soon.
Very
Landon
close.
try to pinch him off a little bit on the entry. And yeah, new tires right now between the 16 and the 25. New tires not mattering a whole lot. We've got 9 to go.
Yes, sir, we do. Side by side into one. What a battle we're seeing so far. Look at the top. I think the top's going to have a good run off here. It's still side by side going down the back straightaway. 16 trying to pull them back. They're still side by side off in the 3.
Yeah, I think that's where Landon Lacey wants to be right now. He wants to be up top. He wants to keep the 16 on the inside where he's going to have to keep his wheel turned on exit.
Yep. Very, very true there.
Continue to build up that pressure and that heat in the right front, and eventually that'll create the difference that Landon needs to be able to clear this guy.
Yeah, and they're battling 2 behind the 44 to the inside of the 36 of Kyle Spees. He's covered, getting caught by the 11 of Aaron. Look at the racing here at Chicagoland. What close action. This is beautiful. Off into one they go again, side by side. The 44 has now put himself up into that 4th position in front of Kyle Spees.
I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised that Landon had
the 44 to look in. It's going to be close. They're almost touching between the top 2, 25 and 16. Yeah, not gonna lie to 16 of Mason Thompson fighting hard on the bottom. And it's great, doing a great job to hold that bottom there.
Ooh, the 11 couldn't block that one. Quick move by
44.
Ryan.
What a move. And don't put it past Ryan to be able to have a chance here. As the 25 finally clears the 16 off into 3. Look at the 44, looking to the inside. The 16's going to cover him off, though.
Right, ooh, he got a little bit of the apron. That's going to cost him some momentum. Is the 11 going to be able to get back beside him?
Looks like the 44 covers it off.
It's going to give Aaron a little bit of his own medicine here.
That's for sure. That's one thing that's came huge into these Cup cars, Brian. When we got this package, blocking. It is literally your lifeline sometimes, and you got to use it if you want to hold on to your positions. And you can see up front, though, these front 2 men. Mason is not giving Landon any breathing where he's in the wall.
Oh, no.
And you've seen it there on front of his nose, Cam. He is hard into the wall. Look at the momentum. The 44 goes by. The 11 goes by. The 36 is now going to go by. The 38 also from 2nd, almost all the way back to 6th here. I think he'll be able to hold on to 5th maybe. But, man, oh, man, he was giving it everything, going for the win here. As Landon will be coming this time to the start and finish line here for 3 and 4. And it's going to be 3 to go.
And that 16, him hitting the wall out of 4, that's just getting to the gas a 1/4 of a second too soon in the middle of the corner. That's all that is. 1/4 of a second.
Very small, minute, little details that can affect your race here. And look at this, man. Landon Lacey coming back from or really not the mistake. I can't call it a mistake. The neck code, a contact that put him into the outside wall. And what a drive from him as Kyle Spees there up into that 3rd position. Robert Ravel up to 4th. So all the tires prevailing. Top 4 newer tires. But I tell you what, with 2 to go up front, Ryan is starting to reel in our leader here actually a little bit. As he caught the apron just a little bit 1-2. That's going to hurt him.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time he's done that too. That's the thing. There's a lot of grip down there, but just a couple inches too far, and there's a lot of flat down there too.
Yeah, as they'll be coming here now to the white flag. One more time, and look at the 11 of Aaron Trimble on the inside of the 38. He wants that 4th position back. No pressure from Landon Lacey up front. 44 starting to drop back a little bit. 36 is Spees pulling away from the 2 behind him. Aaron Trimble blocking for that 4th position.
Oh, man.
He's going to hold on to it there, Robert Ravel. And Landon Lacey will be your winner here tonight. With the 44, Ryan coming here in 2nd, the 36 of Kyle Spees. With Aaron Trimble 4th, Robert Ravel in 5th. And man, oh man, Mason Thompson's going to come home 8th after getting into that wall. So, I got to be gutted for him.
What a race.
Yes.
That
very,
was
very good.
That had everything you wanted. Everything you wanted. Strategy, green flag laps.
And we had a little bit of extracurriculars there.
Oh yeah, some tempers flaring. See, everything. That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy Johnson's mad.
He didn't make the playoffs.
Oh man, what a race, guys! What a race! Like you said, man, these guys can put on one heck of a show.
Well, yeah, look at Landon Lacey burn him down.
Yeah, and this is back to back for him too. He won in the trucks, and now he turns around and takes his ZL1 Camaro and puts it in victory lane here in Chicago. So I got a funny feeling, guys. He's got this track figured out.
Yeah, he's had a good week at Chicagoland, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he didn't do the ARC. He didn't run the ARCas, but like I said, the trucks in the cup, man. He did
2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2. He'd probably want to go here again tomorrow if it would let him, but they got to pack up and head to Phoenix Raceway next week. Last race of the season before the playoffs start. Top 16 make it in. Start at Kansas. But all right, well, we'll be right back here real quickly after we get a break and get our top 3 for our post-race interviews here with eNascar Outlaw League. Be right back.
All right, we're back here at Chicagoland Speedway with the eNascar Outlaw League. And man, oh man, what a race we just had, guys. But we got our top 3 finishers to talk to now, so we're going to head down to Brian Johnson, and he has Mr. Kyle Spees here, our 3rd place finisher for the night.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, well, you started 19th tonight and finished up 3rd with some fantastic tire strategy there at the end of the race. Just how was the car, and how did you, how was the strategy going into the race? Was that what you ended up doing?
Going into the race, personally didn't know how I was going to finish out. When I did qualifying, I saw where I got, and I basically just told myself to ride it safe. Knowing in the points I was 2nd, I didn't really have to do too much. Once we got going, the car felt amazing. Once we got in the drafts, it just kept going and going. I just pushed it, and then luckily we had the 4 sets of tires, and like I said, that pit strategy helped me a bunch. I had that last set left with about 20 to go, and that helped me a ton finish it out in 3rd.
Absolutely, and you kind of briefly brushed on it, but that was going to be my next question is, the draft and the dirty air was, how was that dirty air tonight? How much of a factor did it play into the wear on that right front tire?
Personally, after checking my tires, if we ran like we did for 50 laps, it wore the crap out of them, to be honest. the way I was running it, and shout out to Browning. We and him were just drafting together, staying together with the draft, making sure we had that air together, and we're running past cars at the beginning, left and right. He seemed to stay on the same strategy I was and helped one another get out. Unfortunately, on that last one, he just got shoved up to the top, but we had a great strategy together.
Fantastic. Well, congrats on that 3rd place finish. And before we let you go here, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Oval Addicts. That's my team in here. Big shout out to them and Meza for making that team. Another shout out to both my parents. They sit and watch every single race that I do, and they love watching your broadcast. They both say that it's amazing to watch. And then my last shout outs to Team Speed Racing Network. Another great team to be a part of. My teammates from there watch these races as well. Love every minute of it. So appreciate you guys doing all the broadcasting.
Well, thank you very much. We enjoyed doing it, and we will see you here next week, Mr. Spees.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that was our 3rd place finisher tonight, Kyle Spees in that 36 machine, starting at 19th, bringing up 3rd. So big mover here tonight himself. But we will move on to the 44 car of Ryan here, our 2nd place finisher, and we'll get a word in here. We're here with him. Hey, Ryan, it's Zach at the booth, man. You got a copy?
I do have a copy, Zach.
Hey, man. Well, heck of a race for you tonight in that 44 machine. All types of different strategies being played here at Chicagoland Speedway. What was the plan coming into tonight?
Plan was really to kind of back up the run like a road course and kind of plan it from that last run. Knew we were going to probably get a competition caution at some point, hoping that it kind of landed close to the end and have a set of tires there. That first run, I made the mistake of actually getting tires on that first pit stop. I should have just waited so close to the competition caution, kind of put me off sequence, but worked out at the end.
Yeah, that was actually going to be kind of my next question too. You know, we seen you take the tire set on the first stop and make up a lot of ground, but didn't have to stay on them older tires there with them restarts. How tough was it, you know, being on the older tires compared to everybody else? Most of the guys in the field have a new set.
Coming off the corners, difficult because they get such a run. Just trying to basically get out of their way. You know, we're on different cycles. I don't want to get run over and wreck somebody's race and wreck my race. So just trying to basically keep room and spending. I felt like I was driving at Talladega or Daytona there when you're off sequence because you're basically driving out the rearview mirror more.
Yeah, definitely a lot of wide open time here in Chicago and on the new tires. So was the plan always to keep an extra set there just for a late stop like you guys made with about 6 or 7 of you guys coming down to get them 4 set of tires there, while about a 6 lap difference on the guys ahead of y'all?
Yeah, I mean from testing, basically a 15 lap run you're about 1.2 seconds slower, a 30 lap run you're about 2 seconds slower. So it was always, basically having that set of tires at the end. Unfortunately for me, I just didn't have enough tires to catch Landon. He was doing a really good job, really smooth. So just didn't work out for me tonight. Great run for Landon.
Yeah, definitely a great run for you guys coming home in second, man, starting from that 14th position. And really only got one more question for you. I'm terrible with last names, Ryan. How do you pronounce your last name so I don't kill it anymore?
It is Goodell, just like the NFL commissioner.
Nice. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure, so I probably pronounced it 3 different ways tonight. So from now on, I'll make sure I have that. But great running tonight, Ryan. Before we let you go, though, anybody want to send a shout to, man?
Actually, yeah, my firm, who's actually on the car. So I'm a partner at CJBS. If anybody needs any accounting services, I know the economy's struggling. People are hurting right now. If you need an accountant, keep me in mind, CJBS. Thanks, Zach.
Awesome, Ryan. Well, you have a great night, man, and go celebrate that second place finish.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, that was our second place man, Ryan Goodell. Glad to be able to say that with confidence now. So, it's always good to get someone up here in the booth they don't know their last how to pronounce it, so I'm always glad we can do that. But, now we'll move on to our victory lane celebration as I kind of run down there real quick. Hold on. Gotta get the run on. But Landon Lacey here, our dominant man tonight in that 25, looking super strong. But here, I'll bring him on up. Hey, Landon, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. Well, what a race for you tonight, man. Starting off on the pole and really, really methodically, managing this race and looking super strong on some of them long runs. Now, you had a little bit of an issue there through the race there with some little bit of contact with the 11 car putting you into the outside wall on the front straightaway. But man, oh man, what a comeback for you tonight. How was the racing?
I mean, other than that one little mishap, it went pretty well. The 11 got into me that run, and I knew we were probably going to end up having another comp caution. So I decided to run it kind of like a road course. I ran that stint backwards. Instead of running the gas out, I ran about 20 laps, gave in, fixed my damage. I was also able to save tires because I didn't have the speed with all that aero damage. And heck, by the time pit stops had cycled out, I was the leader. But it ended up fourth because I think the 16 took tires, the 11 took tires, and I believe the 44 took tires as well. But, good heads-up strategy by the team to, let me do it like that. And, ended up turning out very well for us, so we didn't lose much track position.
Yeah, you definitely did a great job there, man, all night. Really consistent on the long runs, being able to, not take them tires under them green flag stops. And that really came back to play into your hand there with that last caution there to get you, them 6 lap fresher tires. How much do you think that really helped you there? Because you and Mason battled really hard, but once you were able to get in front of him, it just seemed like that dirty air there, him following you, he got into the wall. So how are the 6 lap fresher tires for you?
I got by him one time, and he actually got back under me down the backstretch, and I was a little surprised. I thought I had a little bit more better tires than that, but after the second time, I just tried my best to pin him down to make him use up his right sides as much as I could. And then when I got him in my dirty air, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mean to say things like this, but I'm gonna do anything I can to get an advantage. And I kind of knew that once he started pushing up for my draft, I literally drove my car all the way up to the edge of the wall because I knew if I had him aero tight, it'd push him all the way in the wall. So I mean, I hate to do it like that, but racing's racing. I gotta do what I can.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you there, man. You got to do what you got to do, and that's smart. It's in this racing, the way this package is, you have to use the aero to your advantage, and place your car where that makes that guy tight behind you. And I gotta say that was a awesome job there from you, man. You actually won the race the truck race, I believe, right? Here at Chicagoland. Yeah. So that's 2 for 2 this week. How was Chicagoland for you, man?
To be honest with you, when I first started playing iRacing, and Chicagoland used to be one of my worst racetracks. I don't know if it's because of the aero changes on these cars and on the trucks, or what it is, but something's come back to play into the, my kind of driving style, I guess. And I don't know. I guess I've also learned to save tires a little bit more. I kind of learned that at the beginning of the year. I kind of got with a group of guys that kind of taught me, when to push the tires, when not to push the tires, when to, if you're battling somebody, do this. If you're not battling somebody, do this. And it's really helped me a lot. And, I was on a team with those guys. I'm not anymore. Nothing against those guys. Those guys are great, but sometimes you got to move on to get better.
Definitely. And even you pointing it out, you definitely, played the tire wear strategy right. You can see, you definitely managing it, and then at some point, the tires came back to you, where them guys were definitely coming up through, really pushing hard. So great job from you all night, man, managing those tires and making it really look easy on some of them long runs. So congrats on your 2 wins here at Chicagoland, man. Before we let you go, though, here for the eNascar Outlaw series, anybody want to send a shout to?
Yeah, shout out to Overtake Motorsports, of course. Thanks to Chris Woodard and all the admins of the eNascar Outlaw series. You guys put on a great show. Solid race tonight. I think we had 2 cautions for accidents. The other 2 were for the comp yellows. So I mean, that to run 140 laps at a track like this with cars that are with the aero package, with the way they are, and the cars are so close, to run that many laps and only have 2 cautions for actual wrecks is nice to have, and it looks good for the league too. But thanks to you guys for the broadcast. You guys always do a great job. Looking forward to the update that you were talking about last night. Can't wait. The stream already looks great. I can't wait to see what it looks like after the update. And thanks to iRacing. I have them on the car. They're not really a sponsor, but they put on a great sim. If any of you guys are watching and you don't have a subscription to iRacing, I would definitely look into it if you can. I know it's a little costly starting up, but once you get into it, it's so much fun. And also, last night I didn't give a shout out, but I want to give a shout out to your guys' sponsors too. I know it's Butt Kicker, and what's the other one? iPitting. iPitting. Yes. Okay. So shout out to those guys too. Thank you guys for sponsoring this wonderful group of broadcasters. These guys do a great job. Keep backing them because they're going places. And other than that, thank you to anyone that's gotten me to this point.
Awesome, Landon. Well, again, man, congrats on the victory here tonight. Taking home 2 this week here at Chicagoland. We'll catch you next week, man, and congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, you heard it there. Landon Lacey, your winner here tonight in the Cup Series. Man, oh man, what a race we had. This was a great night that started out for me. I can tell you that much. I'm excited for the rest of the year with these guys, and gosh, man, I'm glad to be back calling some Cup Series action, Brian.
Yeah, I'm definitely super stoked that Freaky Fast has joined together with these guys over here at the eNascar Outlaw League. These guys definitely have got something going on over here. It's going to be a great journey together. But yeah, don't mind doing dirt, but it is very tough calling something you know very little about.
Yeah.
But just back in the A car, this is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
yeah, meat and potatoes. This is this is what we do every week, so it's much more comfortable.
That's for sure. But yes, great night here at Chicagoland Speedway, Robert.
That is correct. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for calling tonight's race. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the show here tonight. I know I enjoy sitting back, running the cameras, and doing what I do in the background here, and actually listen to the insight that you guys put out there. So if everybody out there enjoyed the stream, don't forget to hit that bell button on this stream, and that will automatically have you follow us and like this stream. You can share it to your friends and family. So we much appreciate that. If you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit the share tab there and the like button, and share it to your favorite social media platforms of your choosing. But all right, Zach, well, and Brian, we'll run through the final results here, as we do know Zach needs to run somewhere. So go ahead and run, Zach. Go get that funnel cake, and we'll run through the final results here, if you don't mind, Brian.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Yes, sir. I'll get right on that. We've got Landon Lacey, our winner, up in the top position, and we got Ryan Goodell in second. Kyle Speeds in third place, Aaron Triple fourth, Robert Revel in fifth, Christopher Lawrence in sixth, Matthew Jaggard seventh, Mason Thompson eighth, Brandon Browning ninth, John Gallagher in 10th, Daryl Arnold 11th, Drew Bordeaux in 12th, Christopher Woodard 13th, Aaron Barnacle in 14th, Drew Halloran 15th, Tyler Phillips 16th, Chris Malcolm 17th, Shane Tierney 18th, Stephen Ford 19th, Preston Michael 20th, Nick Rader 21st. Oh man, Mr. Meza, I'm sorry, I forgot what Zach told me.
Joaquin.
First name. Joaquin Meza, 22nd. Liam Knox 23rd, Robert Woodard in 24th, Charles Teed 25th, and Sammy Yaya in 26th.
All right, that's your unofficial results here tonight as we pack our stuff up here at Chicago. eNascar Outlaw League is also going to be packing up all their trucks and haulers and vehicles and getting ready to head out west to Phoenix Raceway, where we'll be live with them guys next Monday in the ARCA, Tuesday in the trucks, and Wednesday in the Cup cars. But tomorrow night we'll be live with some Indy action with Gulf Coast at 7:50 Eastern. So if you'd like to see some Indy fast action pack racing at Texas, make sure you tune in tomorrow night here at Freaky Fast on YouTube and Facebook. But until then, we'd like to say again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow night. So God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, fellas.